Alright. What should I play? What class? I was thinking Barbarian. So we have the Amazon, the Assassin, the Necromancer, Barbarian, Paladin, Sorceress, and the Druid. Man, look at that, like, 20 FPS intro. But that 30 frames per second fire is pretty good. I'm honestly thinking either an Amazon, Barbarian, or a Paladin. I'm leaning towards a Barbarian because he has some stupid stuff he could do. Paladin has some pretty crazy stuff he can do too, though. We'll just go with him. And we'll name him Homer after Homer. Server down. Alright. Create new character. Homer. Already exists in this realm. Alright, we'll just go with that then. Huh. Let's enter the chat. Oh man, this is so old. I miss these days. Although, this is nothing but like shop spammers now. To be fair, it kind of was back then too. Also, I just realized something. Let me do something quick here. Let me turn down the opacity a little bit for these, or darken them a little bit. No, that's not the right one. Just to give a little more life to the other thing here. To the game itself. Let's darken that a little bit so it pops out a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Let's see if Channel Sex is still around. Well, I just created it. Hey guys, wanna cyber? Lols. ASL? Yeah, anyway. Channel. Let's see what other channels are around here. Public chat. Nobody's in public chat. Blizzard tech support. I love how there's one guy here. Diablo shareware. Oh man. Let's go to Barbarian Village. Alright, whatever. We'll just create a game. Leveling fast. Nah, we'll leave that. But we'll turn this all the way up. And we'll turn this, we'll leave that normal. And I can't do Nightmare Hell difficulty because I have to beat the game once to be able to unlock it, so.
Good day.
Okay. Asking another player to trade. So there are just gonna be spammers if I leave a game open. Yep. Spammers. Oh man. They sure took over this game in a big bad way. Alright. So, need items fast, please. Password, we're just gonna put items. We'll see if people can hack into stuff to spam you. It wouldn't surprise me.
Good day.
Alright.
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about...
Alright. So, Diablo 2. This game was the shit back in the day. Unsummon releases a summoned creature. I can honestly tell you already it doesn't hold up.
Not here.
Okay, it's control to run, not shift. I can't remember if we have a quest in this first area. Yeah, we do.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil.
Yep, that's nice. 6 quests in this whole act. To be fair, they take a while to get to. So, there's that. Well, let's start killing some shit.
Beware foul demons and beasts.
Sure doesn't seem to be a whole lot. So if you haven't ever seen this game before, this down here, this white bar, that's my experience, that's my stamina meter. This is my normal, left click. This is my right click, so I can change that to throw.
Impossible.
But I don't have a throwing weapon equipped. That's my health over here. This is my mana, or resources, to use different spells and abilities. This is my little menu here. And as soon as we pick up some more stuff, I'll show what the inventory and stuff's like. I'm also going to turn this down just a little bit. Also, look at the resolution choices for this. Crazy, right? Actually, changing it just crashed the game, I think. So, I might have to be right back. Yeah, I have to be right back. Hold on. God damn it, man. It's so old. Alright, it's back up. So let me try to get this all set back up here. This might be a mess now, maybe. We'll see in a second. Alright. So here we go. turn that music down again. And listen to the amazingness that is Diablo. It doesn't matter what we put here because we can't create a normal game anymore. Those days are long behind us. Nothing in the private stash here. And we should still be on our quest, which we are. Sound options we're going to turn down just a little bit. We'll leave the music up. And yeah, I don't know why this stuff doesn't work. It used to at one point. Let's turn the lighting quality up. I'm kind of surprised it didn't crash everything horribly. So, that's good, at least. Alright, let's go. On our quest. Oh, right. So this time, when it generated the world, it generated it this way. So this is the exit now.
Beware foul demons and beasts.
So we'll find a bunch of shit to kill. Get some loots. And start spinning our way to freedom. Actually, spin it isn't available until level 30, if I remember correctly. So that's gonna be a long time, and I don't know if I have the patience to get up there. I do want to level up and get some skill points, so we can look at how that was back then. Oh, come on now. Alright, so that's a level right there. As you can see, there's no real huge indicator. What indicates it is that you have a new skill down here that turned red. And this is red as well for the stats. So, you don't automatically get stats like you do in Diablo 3. You get to choose where they go. With the Barbarian, I'm pretty sure you want strength, basically, and vitality. But here are our 3 different trees we can build. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of options, really, in them. Howl, I've never seemed to like very much, because it sends dudes running away from you, but you kind of need it for the rest of the stuff. Combat masteries have always been kind of decent if you know, like, what you're going to be using for a main weapon. And yeah, that just increases how much damage you do and whatnot, and your resistances down here. But what we want to get to eventually is this right here, Whirlwind. Basically, when you use it, you are just spinning around and causing damage to anything that's around you, so you literally just spin to win across, like, levels and killing everything. But like I said, that's level 30. So we're going to start off with Bash. And we're going to upgrade our strength. Every level you get 5 points. Yeah, you missed the game crashing part. When I try to up the resolution. But now this is the highest resolution you can get this game. 800 by 600, goodness. Also, this game had potions. It didn't drop health orbs.
There are many foes here.
So, you would have to keep... This is your belt, basically. This is where your 1, 2, 3, and 4 on your numpad or whatever would use items in here, which is potions or, scrolls for spells if you wanted. So, yeah. Rejuvenation potions basically give you mana and health. Health potions just give you health. Mana potions just give you mana. So rejuvenation was kind of nice. Although I think the reason why a lot of people didn't usually use them is because they seemed like a waste if you weren't using a whole lot of mana. Like if you were just scrolling through stuff, hitting it like I am right now, they become a little bit more useful later on, and kind of in pinches. So now that I have that stamina shrine, you'll see my stamina bar turn blue. So I basically have unlimited stamina as long as that lasts. And we'll get rid of that map overlay. These guys are still as annoying as ever. They raise their dead, so you gotta kill the shamans first, if at all possible. But yeah, this was the shit back in the day. Back when like the highest resolution monitor you would have was like 1024 by 768. And nobody dared have two monitors, mainly because they didn't build desks heavy enough to hold that much weight from the CRTs. As soon as I'm done with this, I will go into the inventory and show you another big difference between the second and third. How it used to be. I should be using bash more. We got another level. Also in this game, when you got things that weren't identified, you had to either have scrolls of identify on you to like use per item, or you could get Deckard Cain to identify stuff for you later on. So it was kind of a mandatory. It's kind of weird because it was kind of mandatory back in the day that some slots in your inventory would be taken up by potions, by town portal scrolls, and by identify scrolls. So you're already down usually at least 5 slots to begin with. And the way they did inventory back with these games was more like Resident Evil 4, how they did theirs, only not as eloquently, where it's a grid system, and bigger items took up more room in your inventory, smaller items took up smaller. It was like little squares. I'll show it off in a second here. I just want to kill the rest of these assholes. I should be using bash more, probably. Attack plus 20%, damage plus 50%. So it's just a harder hitting attack. But as you can see, my mana isn't huge. It's right now 9 out of 12, and I think this costs 2. Yeah, it costs 2. But I'll use it for these dudes. And as you can see, I am getting wrecked. And also, since this is not full screen, I just moved my whole window out of the way, trying to click away. So, there's that. Also, when you die, you come back to here, to the town. There's no checkpointing. And there's no way to full screen this without breaking my whole monitor, basically. I tried it before I went live here. And by full screening 800 by 600 aspect ratio, it's fucked, man. It's real bad. With 2 monitors, it screws everything up. You basically see like your whole, like at 25% of your other monitor and your whole other monitor on one monitor. So I really can't do that. And as you see when my cursor's going up to the top there, I'm kind of stopping. That's because the controller, or the mouse fidelity is too much for how small the screen is, so I'm constantly clicking out of it. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. Also, in the old Diablo games, you didn't just have your stuff on you when you respawned again. When you died, you had to go collect the shit that you dropped. See, there's my body, you can see on the map. So right now, I am wearing nothing, and I have nothing in my hands at all. So we gotta kind of do a death run here. We'll collect all this. Money does not auto-collect. You have to click on every single one. And as soon as I click my body, I got everything back. So that's how that worked. Also, the potions are kind of a heal over time, as you can see. My dexterity isn't high right now, so I'm missing a lot of attacks. Like there, I just missed 3 in a row. And the problem with this dude here is that he hurts when he hits. So we're going to use bash a lot. Now, I tried picking up those arrows there, and he was saying I'm overburdened, so we'll look at the inventory now. So this is how it works. I'm not actually overburdened, but as you can see, we have a whole bunch of shit that I'm probably not going to use. However, I am going to use there's 2 weapon slots in this game, so I'm going to use that for my javelins. I already have leather gloves, but these are better, so we'll throw those away. And this is where the inventory management comes into play. So as you can see, scrolls do not stack, nor do potions. Nothing stacks in this game. So what I used to do is basically, I don't have enough for it now, but I used to have about 1 row of town portal scrolls, 1 row or column of identify scrolls, 1 row of, well, it would depend who I was playing. For my paladin, I would have to have mana and health, so I would have 1 health, 1 mana. This is extra, by the way, and then like a couple rejuve, just in case things got bad. And then like fill this up, obviously. The thing is, when you get leveled up more and you find items, when you get an actual belt, you will have like reserves in here, so not everything would be held just in your inventory. This is just kind of like new game garbage you have to deal with here. So we're gonna do a little bit of inventory management, and quite frankly, I should be doing it this way. Because a lot of the items in this game, very few of them until you get to the late game, will take up this full 8 here. A lot of them take up what you see here, either 1 like column of 3, or at worst case scenario, if it's like armor and stuff, it'll probably, or a shield, it'll take up 6. So what I liked to do was put the 1 slot stuff all down the bottom, because you were kind of always guaranteed that you would have enough space, and then if you didn't have space, you could just move stuff around accordingly. But like this stuff here, I shouldn't probably even be carrying, because I'm not going to use arrows as a barbarian, so we're going to get rid of those completely. We're going to keep this just to sell. And now comes the looting phase here. We're going to want all this, and that sash is going to be great, because that'll give us another row here, so I can show you what I was talking about. So we're going to identify the sash so we can use it. It doesn't really matter at this point what it does, but this is a pretty nice one. It gives 2 defense, plus 4 to life, plus 8 to stamina, lightning resist, fire resist, and attacker takes damage of 1. Not bad, really, for your first sash. But more importantly, now you see when I scroll down here, I have another row here. As you get bigger belts, you will have more and more rows, I think up to a total of 4. So now I can actually put these in here. So the idea is, now when I hit 1, it'll use this potion, and this one will take its place right away, so I could spam 1 twice to get healed. Or 2 or 3 or so on. And again, how I like to do this is have my lower ones all first, so I could like heal myself when I was just down a little bit, and then have my oh shit like big healing over here. As somebody who likes item management and inventory management in games, I've always loved Diablo for both. And we'll put those on. Gives a little bit of dexterity, which isn't bad. Okay, we're not going to take any of this stuff here. We're just going to keep on with the quest. Oh, right. So, since it's still Diablo, I still have the problem of when you, some of the keys you need are tab for that, alt to see what you can pick up, so you alt and tab a lot, which is irritating. for obvious reasons. But as you can see, potions drop way more frequently in this game than they do in 3. So, I got an update in my quest log. It's telling me how many more monsters there are in the Den of Evil. And that'll go down as I kill them. So, 2 more after this guy. God, my hit is so bad. Now we gotta find those last 2 somewhere. They're probably up there, like right by the entrance. As the game weirdly lags out for a second. That was kind of odd. Go up there. Oh, the stamina shrine is back. Alright, I can live with that. There's, what, 2 guys left? Well, they're not up here. Got some more bolts, though. Yay. Where's that second shrine? That might be a second shrine. I thought I went down here. Also, I'll use that time to heal. There's 1. There's the last guy right there. Alright, we're done in here. As we can see now, there is light coming through for some reason, and it wasn't before.
The rogues are safe for the moment.
Whoa. Maybe I should turn my mouse sensitivity down or something. Anyways, that quest is done. So now we return to... what's her name again? Akara? T is how you bring up your talent tree. And the reason why I bring that up is because I forgot. You need to either click on a town portal scroll, have it in your belt and push the according button, or have the spell equipped as your right click, which is usually a good way, if you forget that you have it equipped as town portal, to waste all your scrolls when you're trying to kill something. So I very, very, very rarely ever do that.
You have cleansed the Den of Evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Yeah, so... intro thing, she gives us a skill point, basically. And what we are going to do, to get to this level here, we need level 6. So we can increase Bash more, which we might do. But I think what we're going to do is either get Howl or find a potion. I tend to not want to get these right away until I know what weapon I will be using later on, but I guess it doesn't really matter since I'm just playing this as a revisitation and not a playthrough or something. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do one of Bash and one of Howl in case we get in trouble. So, as we buy them, here our abilities go. Like I said before, anything in this square here is your right click, anything here is your left click. So if we wanted to, we could put Bash as our normal attack, basically. Like our left click, and then put something else, Howl maybe, as our right click, but we're not going to do that, because that's ridiculous. What we are going to do is find, I think it's Geed, is the dude who sells and buys stuff. So we're going to sell some of this garbage we're not going to use.
Good day to you, Pot. Hello.
Alright. So trade him that. So he has some armor. As you can see, this is kind of how the grid system works a little bit more. Like you can see a little better here. So this one here, since it's a big two-handed weapon, of course it takes up 8 slots, so it would take up a full 8 in our inventory as well. But if we have that, we would probably just be using it here. So it wouldn't matter anyway. I might buy some armor. No, I won't because it's stupidly expensive. We'll find armor. It's not a huge deal. I just want to make sure. There's another quest around here. She's the blacksmith.
Wow, you're a barbarian, huh? Good evening.
And she will repair our stuff. So repairing in this game was a thing you had to do decently often if you were going through like the harder parts in it, obviously, or had shitty gear. Because every time you die, you take 10% durability damage. There is a rogue that should be somewhere to give you another quest, but I can't find her, so whatever. Oh, there she is. And this is the waypoint system. There's only a few in the first act. Every act has a different tab.
Welcome, Outland. My rogue scout.
Yeah. So, quest log. That one's done. Look for Blood Raven in the burial grounds next to the coal plains. So that's our next quest. Stats. We're gonna level up strength more. Because we are barbarian. We care not of anything but strength. Okay. Well, there's no point in me really going back into the den, so I'm not going to bother taking the town portal back. Since we have to run anyway. Gives us the opportunity to kill more shit. Now, barbarians can dual hand. I can't remember actually, maybe they all could. I think the biggest change that I like that they made was gold just gets picked up, because why wouldn't it? Someday I'll see if I can get Diablo 1 running on here, and then you can see how it really used to be. Man, that was some different times back then. I remember for a long time there were PKs, like player killers. So it wasn't a matter of PvP, it was people would come in and gank you basically to your game. So a lot of people would name their games like leveling no PK please, or PKs only if they just wanted a PvP basic thing. Then there was a while there where there'd be like opposing factions to the PKs. There'd be the PKKs, the player killer killers, and they would go in and be like, they'd have their own little lobby you could go to. Everything was done in IRC, so anybody in the main lobby system could make their own chat. And they would just make it like PKKs or whatever, or like killers or dumb shit like that. And you'd go in there and just be like, this dude just PK'd me in my game or whatever. Okay, what's his name? Alright, we'll hunt him down. And then they would just like spend all day basically being mercenaries for hire. But like, I don't know if any of them ever demanded payment with in-game stuff, but like, I'm sure some of them probably did. It's like, yeah, I'll kill him if you give me this sort of thing. I don't know. It was kind of a weird thing going on at the time. It was all, I mean, so I'm not gonna lie, I got into the PKing people for a little bit, and it was super easy because there was only 3 classes you could play in Diablo 1. You could play the rogue, the mage, or the warrior. And with the mage, when you got leveled up in Diablo 1, you had a few abilities. You could throw on a mana shield, which basically meant it so any damage you take would like drain your mana pool first and then your health after that was gone. So you'd throw that up. You would grab whatever spell you wanted to use against them. There was one that was called Firewall, and it's exactly how it sounds. You would just throw down a wall of flame somewhere. So if you knew where a dude was, or roughly where they were, you just go down into the dungeon, throw down a flame wall so they couldn't get out. You had your mana shield up so they couldn't do a whole lot of damage to you unless they were like leveled up and pretty good, or you had shitty mana. And you would just teleport around to find them. There's a teleport ability as well. And it was kind of fun because the way Diablo 1 was built was that it's all taking place in one, say, like 5-kilometer square area at best. And you're going down into hell. You're not going across the land to different places. So you'd be going like deeper and deeper into the labyrinth or whatever to try to find them, and you never really knew where they were. Like, it would say like in caves or whatever, or level 5 or whatever, and you would just be like looking around everywhere, teleporting in, and then all of a sudden you'd see them, you'd shoot a fireball at them or something, and then they'd yell at you, you'd pick up their ear, because in that game, when you killed other players, what dropped as your trophy, basically all of their shit in their inventory that they were holding, like equipped, would drop, so you could pick up all their loot, like everything that they had on them. And it would also drop their ear as a trophy that said, like, ear of, in my case, if I died, it'd be ear of exposure. Say.
I am overburdened.
So, like, when you talked to other PKers into, like, the PK guilds or whatever, they'd create, like, little lobbies or games, and you could just, like, show off all your kills and stuff. It was a weird thing they had going on for a bit, but it was kind of cool.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry any more potions? Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, well, this leather armor is probably just gonna be better. Yeah, it is. So we'll throw that one away. I kind of like hand axes, but I don't have any scrolls of identify, so probably not gonna be able to take that. We're gonna throw this buckler away, because either way, even if we want a buckler, this one would be a better one, but I don't particularly love bucklers. I think we're gonna need to stop picking up, I'm just seeing the, what is this? Fast attack, speed 1 of 5, 1 of 5, durability 4 of 7, 3 of 7, that's worse. We gotta stop picking up small shit, though. That's key quantity of 11, that's quantity 2, we'll get rid of that. Throw that over here. And this is becoming a mess real quick. Normal server. Like through BattleNet. Alright. Dark Spear Woman. Oh yeah, I forgot. There was also stamina potions. So if you wanted to, like, run away and you had to keep running or something, you could pop stamina potions. That electrical bullshit is doing so much to me without any resistances at all. So yeah, as you can see, my health is slowly going up. I almost actually died there, even though I was popping potions, because they weren't big enough heals. So that's a problem that could happen. You wish you were in a PC gaming back when. Dude, the problem with Diablo 1 is that eventually it became that everybody had everything because trainers were available. If, like, you wanted anything, you could just kind of bring it into your game. Duping was the easiest thing to do, duplicating items without any... It was a game exploit, but it didn't take, like, a script or anything. You could just do it in-game. So it became full of just, like... It became broken. And they kind of didn't care because they were working on this and, like, making sure everything was gonna go good with this. Which is probably fair enough, but I really have the most special place in my heart for Diablo 1, like, ever. No, this isn't hardcore. I'm just kind of revisiting this and showing it off to people who maybe not have seen it before. Alright, stats. Let's get the vitality up a little bit now. Also, what level are we? 4? So we can finally... No, that's 6. I seem to be using axes a lot. Let's just go with axe mastery. And since I have a shit... Yeah, I have way too many of these. We're just gonna pop a bunch right now. We're gonna pop that too. Get these out of the way. And free up a slot there for... I want to see if these are any good. 3, 3, 7 out of 12. That's worse. The loot lust in this game was real, though. As you can see, there's a lot of shit that you pick up just going anywhere. I think the problem is that it's not very good for a while. It's a lot of white lame stuff, but it wouldn't really matter because you could lose durability pretty easily depending on like what you were doing. So it was kind of cool to be able to just pick up another weapon from the ground if yours broke. Because since it's the beginning stuff, you didn't care anyway. Whoops. Come on. There we go. Burial grounds.
I shall meet death head on.
So we're gonna have to kill a raven or whatever.
I am overburdened.
Grand charm. Let's throw that away for now. I still don't have any identify scrolls. So now what we do... Let's do a little more item management. There we go. Time to kill a bunch of skeletons and zombies and shit. Turn that off. Come on. I'm really considering turning my mouse sensitivity down, but the problem is that last time I adjusted anything in the in-game menu, it just kind of broke everything.
Join my army of the dead.
She might be a pain in the ass for that reason. So now I'm slowed and she's ranged, also poison. Oh, fuck me. This game gets a lot funner with him when you can start jumping. I feel like I need to clear some of the riffraff out. Oh, God. Kinda hoping I can grind out this level to heal, but it's not gonna work. I'm dying from poison. Okay, there's the level up. So that's free heal, basically. Try to take as many of these bastards out as we can. I think I'm gonna have to start leveling up my dexterity. I am missing a lot. In fact, a lot of this damage that's happening is because some of my items inflict 1 damage, which is a pathetic way to do damage to creatures. You can't hit them, but you let them hit you. You let them hit you enough, they'll eventually die. Oh, fuck. That attack speed slowdown is so bad for me, too. We're gonna have to heal. Oh, God. Okay. Now we're at the problem when you don't have a good belt in the early game here, where I actually have to kind of play now with this menu open to be able to pop stuff, unless I can find a second here to get some shit on my belt. Actually, you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Alright. Take a moment here. Get rid of some of these dumbass mana potions. Keep moving a little bit. Now that my attention is split, it's a little bit more dangerous. This is why hardcore mode in this game was always a riot too. It was so good. Was because of situations like this. Hardcore mode, by the way, for anybody who wouldn't know, is your character, when he dies, he's dead. Like, there's no reviving, no losing durability, no pass go, collect $200, you're done. And you have to create a new character. So, situations like that, where I just about died. I missed with every bash, by the way, which is amazingly bad. Situations like that were harrowing, which was great.
I can't carry anymore.
Also, that is also great. I keep clicking out of my screen, and I apologize for that. That's an assassin's blade. The reason why I kind of want to keep it, though, is because it'll probably fetch a decent price.
Good riddance.
And we can definitely keep it. But this is also why you would carry this many town portal scrolls. It's because your shit fills up real quick.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger.
Alright, yeah. Okay. So now we have a follower. This is her. Say hello to Amp Lisa. That's a terrible name. I'm so sorry. You know, I just brought up her stupid menu to give her items, and I can't remember what button it was. That's really annoying. I'm gonna actually have to look it up. I just hit it too, but my brain is gone. It's O. There it is. So we can give her stuff now. Which we're probably gonna give her that. But we have to get some shit identified here. So, spoiler alert, Deckard Cain is in this. He does help you to identify your stuff. But until then, we actually will have to buy identify scrolls. And if I remember correctly, Akara sells them.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim
I
Sage.
kind of don't care about that.
Hello.
I'm sorry if you, like, really wanted to know the story or something and shit that's going on. But, yeah, I've played through this game before. And if you really want to know, you should too. We're going to sell those, get rid of those. I'm going to buy these here as well, but I need room first, so. And we're probably going to be selling a lot of this stuff here. Like, we're definitely going to sell that because it's for an assassin, which we are not. And like I said, it'll probably fetch a decent price. 41. 41 isn't actually too bad, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty bad for what it is because it's not really a bad item. Especially when you consider these blues are selling for way more. But we can't use it anyway. And honestly, I feel like the game knows that. So what these are tomes is they're the way you stack up items. So you fill up the tomes with the scrolls. That's how we don't have a bunch of shit floating around later on. At the beginning, you kind of have to just deal with it, though. It doesn't look like they're going anywhere. They're actually going right into the tome here. So you see Tome of Identify 4, and we have 5 Town Portal. Alright. So 12% faster hit recovery and plus 4 defense. That's not too bad. We're probably going to keep that. The Grand Charms you keep in your inventory. They're a bonus. This was introduced in the Lord of Destruction expansion. That's what we're going to give to our follower. And we are going to probably get rid of this for this. What does that give us? 53% more damage to undead, plus 39 attack rating against undead, and plus 1 cold damage. It's pretty good. So yeah, we'll keep that there. We are good for belt potions. So I am going to throw these potions down here. I've never really used the potions you can throw. I mean, we could. I just never do. Fuck it, whatever. We'll keep it with us. Sell that. It's completely worthless, basically. Let's identify these. Buckler of blocking. Let's make a block set here. They're both bucklers of blocking. This one is better just because it has one extra defense. Yeah. We'll just go with that. And then I like to keep these at the very end. We'll keep that down here. We'll keep that over here as well. Okay. Give this to her.
I'll put that to good use.
And we need arrows for her too. So we'll have to get some arrows. I could use a javelin. Don't really want to, so I probably won't. That's my quick switch, by the way. But if I do have this javelin out like that, I should switch this to throw.
Not here.
So I can throw it at enemies.
Yes?
I gave her a bow and arrow, right? I think I did. Alright.
I can't use that. I can't use that.
Are you serious? Why can't you use that? They're arrows, yo. Or do you not need arrows? I can't even remember. That's actually how long it's been. Whatever. Just sell those back. It's not a huge deal. So this is our stash. Because in this game... So what they did is, like I told you in Diablo 1, you would drop, like, everything, and you would also drop your gold. Because your gold in Diablo 1 was actually a stackable, item slot thing. So you could have a bunch of gold in your inventory, and then when you died, you would drop all of it. That's a way a lot of people farmed gold, is by killing other players when they got higher levels, which is why I kind of started doing it. In this game, you only drop your gold. And I think you only... No, you drop all of it. I can't remember if you drop all of it now that I think about it, actually. I'm pretty sure you drop all of it. Anyway, you drop it, and your items stay on your body, which is why you saw my dead body laying there before when I died. So I just had to click on my body, and I automatically got everything back. Except my gold, I had to click differently, because that's I guess, a reward for PvPing or whatever. So if you wanted to save gold from falling off your body when you died, you'd actually had to deposit it as well into your stash. So that's what that was there for. Okay, we're gonna go search for Deckard Cain, and then I think we're gonna call it. So, repair all equipment. As you can see, I didn't need the gold on me, it just took it from my stash, which is super, super nice. And you can actually scroll through the map using your arrow keys on the keyboard. So that's where we were. That's the cemetery. I'm pretty sure I need to go the opposite way. So the best way I'm thinking is actually probably the town portal, because the town portal was just at the cemetery. And we'll see if I missed anything besides that garbage I didn't want back near her body. Okay. So I got my little helper with me now. We're doing a bit more damage. We are repaired and ready to go. And I have no idea where my little helper went. She's apparently over there, so... Yep, there she is. Let's go find Deckard Cain. I don't know why I keep picking up bolts. They take up so much room in my inventory for something I don't give a shit about with this character. Stamina Shrine. That's great. Superior boots are probably an upgrade, honestly. Because I think I'm just wearing the basic bitch boots you get. But yeah, overall, I don't know. Like, besides the aesthetic, which is extraordinarily outdated, and the fact that there were some hoops I had to jump through to even get this to run properly on my PC. Namely that when you buy from Blizzard through their store and like through their downloader and stuff, it wants to run like it ran back in the day, which is fair. However, the problem is newer systems don't like running a low resolution full screen, and this game doesn't want to be run into windowed unless you force it to. So it tries to start up as full screen. There's no option to change that. So you have to put in that exception into the line for the exe file. So there's that. As you saw earlier, it crashed. Like, it completely crashed on me when I changed the resolution from 640 to 800. So it didn't like that. It doesn't like a whole lot of resolution stuff, which is probably fair because of the ecosystem and structure of the newer Windows. It's probably more of a Windows issue, really, than it is with that. It also doesn't like the high color resolutions. So they say, or they recommend, holy shit, that you force it to run in 256 color. Although I turned that off and it seems to work now, so maybe you don't have to.
These magic stones are ancient.
That's where we... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, fucking Christ. Thank you. Thank you.
I am overburdened.
I'm already overburdened again. This was a huge problem in Diablo 2. You had to kind of, like, item management management of your inventory. Because you did it a lot. There was a lot of loot that would drop, and you would have to compare stats on it by having it in your inventory. There was just a lot of stuff like that. That is one of the game design philosophies that, although I don't really mind it because I do like inventory management, I can definitely... It's so dated. It's such a dated idea to have things take up so much space. Like, even Resident Evil 4, when they did it, you could get bigger briefcases later on. You could turn items to make them Jenga in a little better, or Tetris in a little better is the more appropriate colloquialism there. But I don't know, man. It's really kind of rough still in this. Like, see, now, because this is taking up this, I can actually only ever take a 3-slot item now. Unless I move some shit around fancily and, like, throw something like that or something. Now I could take a 4. It's just an ancient way to deal with stuff, and it's kind of annoying. Go with that. And... Defense 4 for 13, 12. That's worse. I need a bigger belt as well. I do feel like I've probably been babied a little bit by playing so much Diablo 3 lately, though. With all of, like, because Diablo 3 has the new game design schools of thought, kind of. So... things are streamlined a little bit better. Like, for example, you don't see them popping potions, like, all the time, which I totally could. Because I'm used to them not being really that big of a thing. They're kind of an oh shit button in Diablo 3. Where in Diablo 2, like, if your health wasn't 100%, just pop a potion. Who gives a shit? You're gonna pick one up off the next mob anyway, probably. Especially as a barbarian, when you have that potion find, like, ability to increase the potion spawns, you're kind of supposed to just run in, take a whole bunch of dumb damage, and do a bunch of dumb damage, and then, like, heal up through it. So I'm not exactly sure why I'm playing so conservatively, but it's because of the way they change stuff, really. And I'm not used to being in this old school gameplay mode here. Honestly, I think that's more of a personal problem than anything, but, like, look how much room in my inventory is being taken up by that shit. Also, the fact that it doesn't actually say level up or anything, it just gives you an audio sound is kind of amazing. We're gonna leap and double swing. So you have to be paying attention or, like, look down here to know if you leveled up. I really think I should up that, but I'm gonna up that because fuck it. So now we have the leap ability, which we're actually going to utilize probably quite a bit. You can leap into bad situations, or you can leap out of bad situations. I kind of like it just for, like, leaping over walls and dumb shit. Like that. It's a pretty funny animation, so I like it. Nice, right? Okay, we're in the stony field. We saw where the runes are, but I think we have to know what the combination of runes to hit are, or do we get told that? Yeah, we have to go the underground passage. Okay. So we have to find the underground passage, which I can't remember if it's a cave system, which I know it sounds ridiculous that it probably is, right? But I thought it was in, like, the edge of the map in, like, a mountainside.
And so
Those are kind of fun flavor things as well that add to this game's story. So that gave me a quest to go to the tower, the Forgotten Tower. There are missable quests. Although I'm wondering if you stumble upon the Forgotten Tower, if you just get the quest for it. That leap is so ridiculous. Also, gotta remember to kill the shamans first, because they will just resurrect their dead over and over. Get back here. We're gonna go with double swing, probably, actually. It's exactly what it sounds like. You swing with both weapons at the same time to do some extra damage. And now comes the looting phase, where you have to pick up shit like 1 gold, one at a time. I'm so glad they changed that to just, like, automatically pick, like, magnet pickup when you're around, radius pickup. Those chests, by the way, are what you use keys for, in case you can figure that out. The locked chests, go figure, right? Throwing knife, huh? Yeah, this is ludicrous right here. I'm gonna sell that. Let's just get rid of that completely. I'll probably end up selling that too. I don't envision myself using throwing knives, but I don't know, man. If we don't have anything else, why not, I guess. Have we not been in that cave? That's probably the underground passage if I haven't done it yet. Duh. Alright. Such a moron. So I just popped like every fucking potion, and I'm still not fully healed. That's how bad that heal over time thing can fuck you. Also, I just realized there's a special mob in here. That definitely didn't help things. We're gonna take the healing potions, specifically. Stuff that gives health. Oh, Christ. Alright, time to fill back up. Fuck off with those shots. That does it. It'd be nice if you shot. Thank you. Keep shooting people, please. What the hell? Oh, there was a dude over there. Alright. I thought she was shooting me for some reason. Because apparently I'm not paying attention or something. I don't know. Are you going till you hit level 99? No, I'm just kind of re-experiencing my childhood, so to speak. Just trying the game out again. I kind of would like to do something like that. That could be a cool charity marathon or something. 1 to 99 challenge or something. That might be an idea for a future thing when I take some time off or something. I'll see if there's any, like, people that are... Well, I mean, people will say, yeah, you should do it just to be jerks. Because they know it'll be, like, the worst. I wonder how long that would take in playtime. Like, I can't imagine it taking longer than a weekend. But it very well could, because this game doesn't play as well as I remember. Not to say it plays poorly. In fact, actually, for the time, it still holds up kind of decently in just how it plays. Except for the obvious weird brooding problems when you click on an enemy and they run around them to hit them. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna need to heal up for that. So we're gonna take rejuvenations. Oh, I was under the impression there'd be way more of them in there. I mean, it looks like there's probably more down here somewhere, but that really wasn't anything to write home about. Underground passage, level 2. Get the shaman first. There's another one. Yeah, there he is. Honestly, I'm not even really worried about killing them. The only reason I am is because I kind of just want to level up a little bit more. Because I'm just trying to remember Tristram, revisiting Tristram. And, like, when you get Deckard Cain, I think you have to fight a dude who I won't spoil if there's anybody who played the first but didn't play this. I don't think there's anybody. You fight, whatever. You fight the, like, zombified evil demon version or whatever of the blacksmith from the first game. And I'm pretty sure he hits pretty hard. And as you can see in this game more than ever, it is super important to hold down Alt to be able to see what you're picking up. Should take those. Because there is a lot of stuff that drops. This might be bad, but we're going for it. Oh, we're gonna fucking die. That. And our follower is dead. Poor, what was her name again? Amplith something? Whatever. It doesn't matter. She's dead. Let's move on with our lives. No reason to hold on to the past. I think you might be able to see why I want to get Whirlwind again, though. Because having that area of effect that you can just, like, walk through groups like that and just destroy them is way too good. Maybe in my off time when I'm bored, I'll level this guy up or something. To, decent end game-ish level. So I can show off some of the old Pandemonium Fortress and that sort of shit. We'll see. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, I'm just saying it's possible. Fuck yeah, whatever. Take the small charm. No reason to hold on to the past, said Paul while playing Diablo. Yeah. Fair enough. You got me. Alright, so that was level 2. But since this is a passage, it wouldn't make any sense for the other end to be on a deeper level. So I'm kind of glad they thought of that, and it's not just like, yeah, go through level 2, and that's how you get to the other side of this passage. It's like, no, the other side of the passage is another exit. Which we are currently looking for. That is a mana shrine. Not inherently useful right now, but perhaps if we use a whole bunch of abilities. It actually would have been useful, but I need to get rid of some damn mana potions anyway. So, doesn't really matter. We'll use some mana here, just because I hate these things and they need to die. Things are actually going to be really tough if I'm having kind of a tough time taking on a group of those. Things get harder and harder as we go, obviously. It is a video game after all. Where the hell is this exit? There it is. So we're in the dark wood. I think we're actually gonna go back to town to... I was gonna say heal, but to actually repair. So like I said before, that's another way you can do it, but if you don't change it back, it's a good way to waste all of your scrolls. So, I never personally liked to do it that way, but it is an option. Go to her over here. Kara. And sell that. We're gonna need a bunch of these. We're gonna fill up the book. Or no, we're not. Okay, cool. We got 20 of these. That's actually helpful. We're actually gonna just sell all these two. I don't particularly care about that one. Adds 1 to 5 lightning damage. That's not too bad, considering what I'm gonna do is put it over here. That won't access until level 9, though. So gotta keep that in mind. We're gonna get rid of those. Actually, we have a decent amount of space in the bag now. So that's good. Go repair our stuff. Come on, Mal.
Good evening.
We're gonna go find Deckard Cain. That is the bare minimum that has to happen here. And what level do we get these? Stun is at level 12. Double throw, I'm not too keen on. I'm just trying to remember if Frenzy was any good. I never really used it too much. Like, we've already set the stage for what we need here. Whirlwind is at the very bottom here at 30. Berserk's is pretty good too, actually. We'll do that. Sure. So Shout alerts party improves defense. Now we're gonna do dexterity. Get that attack rating up a little bit. As you do. Alright, throw shit in the stash now. So deposit all of that. Whoops. Deposit these. Because they are inherently kind of useless right now. They will become useful later, but for right now, they are not. We'll make this our potion throwing build, because why the hell not?
Not here.
I love how he just has his hand up with a potion. He's gonna toss like a fucking football. Let's find a group. There we go. Oh, there's the shaman. Whoop. I forgot to change my skill. Oh, that's a lot of shit to go through. On second thoughts about what I was saying before, I don't know, man. I think maybe there was too much loot lust in this. Like, I'm kind of lazy. Just give me, like, if there's blues and stuff, show me that. Maybe show me a few grays to show that other stuff does drop. But, like, I don't care if every enemy drops an item. Not every enemy has to. So, don't worry about it. You know? Oh, Christ. Oh, crap. Throw that there. And that seems to not be poisoning like any of them. Alright, shamans. Shaman. They need to die. Because that's so obnoxious how they keep just rezzing everything I've been trying to kill. And now I'm dead. Death takes its toll Oh right, you didn't get durability loss in this. You only got gold taken away from you. That's too bad. What's even more too bad is I don't think I have the waypoint for the Dark Wood. So this is another one of those old things. Now, for me to even get close, I have to either have thrown a town portal down, which would appear over here, before dying, or I have to go to the nearest checkpoint and run. And the nearest checkpoint is in the Stony Field, which, if you remember, I actually have to run through the underground passage now to get back to my body. Now, I think there is, if I remember, there might be one way to cheese this. And that might be, you save game and exit. You join another game. And I'm pretty sure your body spawns right beside you. There you go. Old video games. The problem would be, of course, that if you had friends with you, you just ditched them. However, if you had friends with you, first of all, you're probably not going to die because you have more than one person to take hits and to, like, try to kill some shit. And also, they could throw down a town portal and get you back there right away. But the problem still lies in that we have to get there. And now there's an even bigger problem. You see, every time you load up Diablo, it changes the map layout. So we don't actually know where the underground passage is now. And we're gonna have to fight our way through it again, because we don't know where the other side is. Also, everything has respawned. That is the drawback. Which is, I mean, if you think about it, it's probably fair enough, right? Because you created another instance of the game. If nothing else, it's a good way to have to grind some levels out, I guess. I always hated goatmen. Ever since 1. I don't know why. I think they scared me in 1. Because you fight these, like, lowly, shitty creatures for most of your time, and then when you go to the catacombs in Diablo 1, you start encountering the goatmen, and they hit way harder. So I think in my mind, it's just set in stone that if they're goatmen, they probably hit harder. Which they kind of do, but Diablo... I mean, they hit pretty hard in Diablo 3 as well. Until you, like, you're leveled up for that area. Oh, God. Shit show. I'm not sure we're going to get to Deckard Cain tonight, and the reason for that is because I wanted to play another game and show that off. Well, not show it off so much as do kind of a first impressions of it. It's an early access game, so maybe that might be coming up here pretty quick. But at this point, I kind of want to just grind out the rest of this level, because it's pretty close. Minor mana, blah blah blah. Heal. Let's get those healing potions. Gonna need bigger groups than these just little shitheads to grind this out. house here. Some zombies. Oh, this should do it, actually. Maybe. Depends how many zombies are on the other side here. Oh, might do. Come on, hit. My hit is so bad. Alright, we leveled up. That's kind of the most important thing right now. For me. What level are we, anyway? We're level 8. So, not even 1/3 of the way there to getting whirlwind abilities. Gonna put that up there. And what do we grab for a skill? Just grab more axe mastery, I guess. That seems fitting, considering we're barbarian and all. So yeah, that's Diablo 2, specifically Diablo 2 and Lords of Destruction expansion. It's selling for $9.99 for each half, so $20 for both the original game and the expansion together on the